What you see is the power tower. That tower is 640 feet tall. This is a 110 megawatt power plant. It'll supply power for about 80,000 homes. Crescent Dunes is the first of its kind in the world as far as technology and size of a concentrating solar power plant. I'm Brian Painter, Site Manager, Solar Reserve, and this is what is happening at the Crescent Dunes Solar Energy Plant. 80% of the plant is a regular steam turbine plant, a regular steam plant that you'd find anywhere. The only difference in this plant is the energy source. The energy source is not oil, gas, any of those things. The energy source is the sun and only the sun. And so there's nothing else involved with this plant. There's no waste to this plant. It uses very little water. Things are progressing very well. Field wiring is going in underneath us. Pedestals are being mounted all around us here in the pedestal forest. And actually today, heliostats such as the one behind me are going to be rolling off to the assembly line. So probably in the order of 6 months, we'll have 10,000 out here to begin our testing of the entire process.
The final numbers aren't in yet, but I've put in something close to 8 miles of electrical pipe, 2 miles of lighting conduit, and thousands and thousands of feet of storm drain water, stuff like that.
We've been on the project for right close to a year and a half. The project will be approximately 120,000 yards of concrete. It's the most concrete that's ever been probably delivered in this area. What they'll do is they'll drill down approximately 22.5 feet with a 3-foot diameter auger. When the auger reaches depth, our ready-mix trucks will dump into a pump, and the concrete will go up the hose hanging there, down through the inside of the auger, and fill the hole up, and the auger will come out of the ground, and then you'll have a complete hole, and then they'll sink the rebar cage for the pile. Takes them about 15 minutes to move from one hole to the next.
The project site is about 1,600 acres. Right now you're standing out in the middle of our heliostat field. We're just in the process of putting together these. What you see in the field here are pedestals, and they're just starting to assemble and bring the heliostats, the mirror assemblies, out to the site. What the heliostats do is concentrate the energy of the sun onto the black section of the tower that you see up top there. The black area they see in the tower is tubes. We can store salt in this plant for 10 hours. We can deliver peak power. We can deliver baseload power. This plant can deliver power anytime the utility needs it. There's no backup to this plant. There's no fossil fuel involved in this plant. It's strictly what the sun has to deliver to us that we'll put on the grid here. And what you'll see in probably 4 to 6 months is in the order of 10,300 of these, literally a forest of these things sitting out here. It's a solar power plant, and certainly more suited for the Southwest and the Western United States, certainly in the high desert here. But as far as jobs and supply, I mean we're pulling material for the site being supplied from, I believe, in the order of 23 states. We've got 65 contractors on the site right now that are from all over the U.S. So it may be in Tonopah, in the high desert, but it's definitely impacting right across the U.S.
It's been interesting since I've been here, and you make a relationship with the people that are here. All of a sudden I'm filling the water tanks at the trailer complex. I'm doing road maintenance. I'm helping out the electricians. You know what I mean? So my contract started off as this, but it's gotten bigger, and that's always good too. Keeps the guys coming up here happy, keeps them working, because nobody wants to go home. This is a great project.
When this project is completed, we expect this project to be the leader as far as propelling this technology into the rest of the world, as far as providing renewable, reliable source of electricity. For me, it's everything. I've done a lot of power plants, globally, and for me, this is what it's been all about. Is everything I've done is sort of worked up to this one here, is creating this first one. This one here is truly a game breaker. This can make a difference.